What's going on, guys? UA Heath back at it again for another video, talking about another card that I think is playable in UA, and we're talking about Psychic End Punisher in this video. Currently my favourite card in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think the card is insane, and we're going to talk about why it is and the effect right now. So Psychic End Punisher is a 11-star Psychic Synchro effect monster, with the effect of, while your life points are less than or equal to your opponent's, this Synchro Summon card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects. Once per turn you can pay 1000 life points, then target one monster you control and one card your opponent controls, banish them. At the start of a battle phase, you can make this card gain attack equal to the difference in your life points and your opponent's. Psychic End Punisher is so strong in UA. Not only is it unaffected by your opponent's activated effects, not only can you then pay 1000 life points, target one monster you control and one card your opponent controls and banish them, but the life point difference between you and your opponent in gaining attack for this card has this crazy synergy with UA. When we start the duel on 8000 life points, and then if we do our normal combo, which I like to start with an activate sign and deal in order to special summon player manager, which in life points costs us 2400, this already leaves us on 5600 at the start. Then if we activate UA Hyper Stadium, obviously searching the card, but then revealing UA Stadium in our hand, that costs us an extra 1000 life points. This would leave us on 4600 life points right at the start of our combo. Now say after all this, we've gone through all, we then get into Punisher, and then we can then banish something, leaving us onto 3600 life points before our battle phase. This then puts Punisher's attack with the effect of the battle phase that you can make this card gain attack equal to difference between your life points and your opponent's. This puts Punisher's attack at 7900 or 7900, which is basically an OTK. We are 100 off, but you can work around that because you're probably going to have something else on board. And this is why I think Punisher should be running the deck, because the synergy is crazy, because obviously we're expending so many life points during our combo with Sign and Deal, and the two stadiums are already at 4600, and then if we take the extra 1000 to banish something with Psychic End Punisher, it leaves us at 7900, and there's even a way to get it up to 8900 of a card that's going to come out later in other sets, and you can do a one-stop OTK. So basically Punisher, it just has this crazy synergy with UA, and the fact that the effects are crazy, it's almost like an access code talker, which just makes the card so awesome to play. It feels so good to pull off, and the fact that we've got Ghost Ogre and Player Manager enabled to make this card quite easily in the deck just makes the card so much better. But we're going to look at some games with the card, show you what it's all about, how to bring it out, how effective it can be, and how good I think the card actually is. So we're not going to do a deck profile because, as you saw in my last video, the deck is exactly the same except Punisher's in the extra deck, so I didn't think there was a point in us going into an extra deck profile, so we're just going to go straight into the games. You see we go down in UA Player Manager, but we'll get Senko here as well, which is an extension. We can get the triple monster right on here. We'll activate Soul Servant here, looking for Magician Souls, of course. We'll do our standard Assault combo, search for the Gearfried, dump the Durandal, get the Ronald, activate Ronald, get the second Ronald, so we can go to Hulk, so that we can get our level 8 and level 3 tuner, and so then we can go into Psychic Banish, go down, Heroic Call, back for Liberu, back to block, back a battle phase, Psychic Punisher 6900. It's just as easy as that, guys. Just as easy as that. We're going to our second game here. It looks like we're playing Fish. It's the new Umi control, isn't it, with Legendary Ocean. We're going into Dragite. Okay, Dragite pass. Interesting to see Stealth Attack. Obviously, we'll get the, Legendary Ocean or Umi. Not both be the same thing. And so then we've got the negate our Hyper Stadium, which is slightly an issue, but we've got Manager out anyway with Sign and Deal, so we can get into a 3 cards UA here. They'll negate the pop there. Going into a Sold here, getting Gearfried, of course, normal. And we're going to be we might be slightly off here on the OTK. We're going to see what we can do. I know with the Assault we should be alright. go into Psychic End, we can banish 1, pop, and we still have the Hulk on the board, so we can still do it. So you can still get into an OTK with and just have the 2. So that's from 1 sign-in deal, that is, which is awesome. 1 sign-in deal. We didn't even get into our standard UA combo where we get search for when we have 4 UA monsters, so that's crazy. So you can still get it done with 1 sign-in deal. Looks like we're playing the Uriah, like a Uriah deck, or no, it's the not the Egyptian gods. Can't think of a word right now. Haman, Uriah, and Raviel. There we go. The Phantasms. So we've got a full UA combo here. UA Hyper Stadium, UA Stadium, Sign-in Deal, Senko, and Iris. This is a crazy hand. We've driven nuts with this hand. Sign-in Deal, Search Managers, trigger Senko, trigger Iris. 3 cards on the board already. We've not even normal summoned Liberu. Normal summon Liberu here. Get an ace. Get ace out onto the field. Get Liberu back out so we can trigger it. And we've still got Manager there, so we can still get an extra summon from the Manager. We'll trigger a Soldier. We'll get the double Ronaldo here. With the Durandal, of course. So the double Ronaldo straight onto field, that's a Hulk line already. We're going to have to get rid of a Manager at some point to be able to go into the Psychic End. There it is. Then we go to Manager, and this is crazy. Look how many things we've got on board right now. So this is going to be an easy OTK. Going to Zelantis. Will banish everything on the board, which is crazy because it actually banishes the Haman because it can't be special summoned except by sending 3 continuous spells, which is hilarious. It will hit them the easy game. I think that's the funniest interaction on this. This card cannot be normal summoned or share. It must be special summoned from hand, which is hilarious. Oh, it's just such a funny interaction with World Ocean Dragon Zelantis. One of my favourite replays I've got to show you. We're playing against Rescue Ace, the new cards that are going to come out, which are like it almost looks like Machina, but they're Fire Warriors and Fire Warrior machines. We've got that crazy end card that lets you set like 5 spells and traps, but we'll see what we can do. We've got a full combo again. They get to draw 2 and then discard on a fire attacker, which is it's not too much of an issue depending on what they draw into. If you draw into hand traps, it becomes more of an issue. But go standard UA Sign-in Deal. We've got Iris as well, so we'll be able to get a full board of monsters here and to help with our Isolde combo straight away. Here we go, Dreadnought Dunker coming out. We're surging Dunk here because it doesn't particularly matter what cards we drew. We want the attacking cards. There's the Turbulence. That's the card that sets all those spells and traps. So we'll pop our Manager here, which is an issue, but it's not because Iris is still here, which is still level 8, so we can still get into a Punisher here, which is the key. The key is to try and get into Punisher through any means we can. So Iris and Manager being level 8 allows it to happen more often. Going to Hulk here, we're going to Ogre. We've got Punisher. We'll Punisher, Banished Ace, and a Turbulence. We'll go into Access Code Talk as well, which is hilarious. This is my favourite bit because you've got Access Code and Punisher, which are basically the same card. We're a bit off lethal, but we can go Punisher and Access Code for the win. The cards, this is my favourite board, like such a cool OTK. To our last game here, it looks like we're playing School Servant, but they have drawn all 3 School Servants in hand, and I don't know if they want that. I presume they do not want that, but we'll go into a few combos here with White Prince and Gazuki, get the King of the School Servants, activate White Mare, get Lady in White, go into Raven Dread Saviour, get Mizuki, Vampire Sucker, Mizuki Effect, getting the Saviour back out, Sucker Effect, getting Mizuki hand. So it's not terrible. I mean, it's not a great board. I mean, we've driven nuts again. This is such a good deck to be able to draw full extension. Like, you know when you've drawn full extension, and it's awesome. Activating Iris here with the Sign-in Deal. Of course, that's one of the coolest interactions of the deck. So this is going to be standard UA combo here. Getting the 4 UA, and Iris is just the additive to get our 5 monsters. We'll activate Manager, destroying a card, destroying the King of School Servants, getting Isolde here. We'll do Isolde for double Ronaldo, of course. Once I found out this combo with, like, you could do double Ronaldo instead of having a Fire Flint. Obviously Fire Flint's still good, but double Ronaldo just seems like a little bit better. Especially it's an easy way to get into Hulk. And Hulk for Ghost Ogre, but level 3. Going into Psychic and activating it. Popping block back on Vampire Sucker. Heroic Call, bringing back Liberu. We're going to go into Zelantis here. banishing everything, and then we'll special summon everything back, including Punisher, and then we've worked our way around a once per turn here, going into the battle phase, getting Punisher's activated effect, and dealing 8,900 damage with Punisher. So Punisher alone has just won us the game with 8,900 attack. Such a crazy card. The card is crazy. I will just put the deck list at the end. I know I said I wouldn't put it out, but I will just give you a quick glimpse at the deck. It's the same as it was, but I'll give you a quick glimpse just so we can go over it slightly. So guys, here's the list. Obviously, it's exactly the same as it was. The only difference is we have Psychic and Punisher in the deck. It was in the deck last time. I didn't put any games into the video last time of Psychic and Punisher come out because I wanted to save them for this video and this week. Let me know what you think about the card. I think the card has the potential to be a really powerful extra deck staple as long as you can make it. But level 8s and level 3 tuners are very common, and so I believe the card will see a lot of play. It has a great effect. It's got great built-in protection affected by opponent's activated effects. Has a great effect where you can pay 1,000 and banish a card. And then the battle phase effect where it gains attack between the difference of your life points and your opponents is great in UA, because obviously we're burning through life points, because that's how our deck functions. All in all, I think Psychic and Punisher is an instant include into UA, especially into an Assault build where you play your Ghost Ogre, you play your Manager, you play your Iris. You're always looking to get into level 8s, and you're always looking to get your Ghost Ogre out with Hulk. So there's always potential for it to work, and it just enables an easy victory, because sometimes the method of victory isn't as it's not easy to get an OTK. If we drew like one signing deal, we could be like maybe 1,000 off our OTK, but Punisher solves that issue. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think about the card as well, and if you're going to pick it up. I'm looking to pick a copy up as soon as I can. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Check me out next time. I'm going to do another UA video, of course. What else do you expect off the channel? And we're going to talk about some other cards that I think you could feature in UA. Peace out.